Lindsay Gamble here, HITP Music. We're at Mass Apparel, Supra.
So,
man, good meeting for the first time today.
You too, man.
Sure. So you're from Somerville, but you've been based out in New York.
Yeah.
Before we talk anything about your music, just talk about your background.
Sure. So I grew up in Somerville. Went to Boston Public Schools, Boston Latin. So I sort of have like a lot of different contacts in different parts of the city. I went to school with a bunch of Boston people. Actually, a bunch of people were in my grade who rap now, like Charm the Ghetto. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
Paz, Bakari.
JB.
Yeah, they were all in my ninth grade Latin class actually, so it was pretty funny. We always used to just be in the back fucking around, rapping shit, graffiti or whatever. After that I went to Columbia in New York, Columbia University, graduated in 2009. I moved back home to Boston for 1 year and then just came across some opportunities out there, just career-wise and music-wise too. Obviously, you know, New York's New York. So I moved back out there in 2010. Been there since. Been in New York for about 9 years, a third of my life now, which is I guess needless to say, it's been an influence, especially on my music up to this point. But Boston's home, so I love being here more than anything else in the world. So
Dope. So I've been doing this whole Boston hip hop, covering the scene for 4 years. A little over 4 years. I usually think I know everyone that comes out of Boston. I think I do a pretty good job, but I just found out you recently, a month or so ago. Being out in New York, and have you had the opportunity to really follow kind of what's going on in the city here?
I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen a little bit behind, just because I'm just not great at keeping up with like current rap stuff. But I've definitely kept the eye on stuff. I've definitely seen, an elevation in just the city overall, the game, the recognition that it's getting. So definitely proud of that. I'd say, I'm versed in what's going on here. I wouldn't say well versed, obviously. I come back here and do shows at the Middle East and stuff like that. But I've definitely seen, a lot of, improvement over the last, even just a couple of years.
Sure, that's dope. I mean, I'm definitely proud of where the scene's going. We're here because you released a new album,
Yes,
your
sir.
6th album.
Yep.
Talk about that. Tell us the name, the concept of behind the actual name, and then we'll dig into the actual project itself.
Yeah, so my new project is called Supra Cum Laude. It's obviously a little play on words, summa cum laude. My boy came up with that name, Jimmy. What up? It's my 6th album. It's really my magnum opus, I would say. I've been rapping since 2004. My first project came out, 11 years ago, and this one is just, I've found my niche for myself. I've really, sort of incorporated some more relevant production than I have in the past. I'm more, as you know, a boom bap sort of underground sound guy. So I sort of try to open it up a little bit more, experimental sound and more, mainstream production, and sort of incorporate that with my old school lyricism type approach to the music. So I think, we got some real good features on there too to hold weight. Havoc from Mobb Deep, Styles P, Tragedy Gaddafi, who's been a big help, linking all this stuff up in New York. And then we got Raekwon on a bonus track too. So a lot of legends to help validate the name. And I think I hold my own with them on some of these tracks, and I'm very proud of it. It's been the last 2 or 3 years of real hard work, and it's finally come to fruition. So
yeah, you definitely should be proud of it. I mean, as we talked off camera, and then when I actually wrote about it, I'm a Southern hip hop dude. I'm all trap music.
Yeah.
I like all types of hip hop, but that's like, if I'm in the whip, that's when I'm playing some Gucci Mane. But I do appreciate your project. I do appreciate that traditional hip hop sound. But I do think you modernize it. You have especially on the hooks and stuff, and kind of the just the mix of it and the different effects. That definitely brings a refreshing aspect of it. You know, you talk.
That, man. That's
Sure,
that,
I'm just
that,
being
that
honest.
means a lot to me
Yeah.
too, because like, you know, I feel like a lot of my fans are like true hip hop based, so it's cool to hear someone who's, you know, who likes different kind of hip hop usually to appreciate it. That means a lot, so I appreciate
No
it.
doubt, man. Just being honest. Like you talked about, you held your own with, you know, these New York legends. You know, all the dudes you named. How was that experience? You get a chance to record with any of them in person?
Yeah, so I was up at D Block Studios. I actually recorded the Four Horsemen track in Jadakiss's booth up in Yonkers. I was with
Styles P.
Poogs and Snipe Life, and Tragedy has been a big help. You know, I'm with him a lot in New York, and he sort of hooked up the Havoc feature, so I didn't get to record with Havoc or Ray, but I got some new stuff coming out in the future, and hopefully I can link up with these guys. I'm, you know, in the same city as them, and you know, I know they're hearing the tracks and they're appreciating them. But everyone's so busy, you know, it's really hard to, you know, even just lock down a weekend that we're both free. Everyone's, you know, on the road and shit like that. So, but yeah, hopefully in the future I can meet some more people, and you know, I've run into Static Selector a few times. Hopefully we can meet up with them. And
Yeah, I could definitely hear, you know, you and Static. I feel like that'd be a good sound.
and
And you know, definitely, you know, him being out of Boston makes sense. So
Yeah.
hopefully, you know, that might be something that works out in the near future.
yeah, sure.
You know, you talked about going to, you know, school, Columbia,
Mhm.
Columbia University, great school. You know, we had a nice little conversation off camera that I wish would have been recorded, but you know, we just talked, you know, getting these features and certain things, some, you know, and just marketing, and you know, I found out your project because you obviously had a good marketing plan. You know, going to a school like that, or just going in college in general, how much has that played a role in the way you approach, you know, everything besides making the music itself? You know, the marketing, the business, the, you know, building your brand part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's even just college. I mean, Boston Latin School taught me, you know, whipped me into shape right away from 7th grade on. So, but I mean, it's you know, getting good grades throughout high school and college, and you know, just having to, you know, go to class, study for tests, and you know, perform. I was nowhere near the smartest kid in my class, but I've always worked my ass off. So. I don't know, someone said, you know, you can let someone have more natural talent than you, but there's no excuse for someone to outwork you. That's sort of been always my mentality with stuff. So, I don't know, a lot of going to school like that cultivated a lot of, you know, discipline and being able to, you know, be professional throughout stuff. And I think in music, especially hip hop, like there's a lot of you know, shady business sometimes, and people you know, don't maintain a level of professionalism that exists in other, you know, even types of music or different businesses that I think, you know, should be more prevalent. So I just try and keep it professional with everything that I do, and I think you know, having a good job and going to a good school and stuff has definitely helped me sort of apply that to rap music.
Great. So you have this project out. You shot a video earlier. What else can we expect from you in the next, you know, upcoming weeks, next couple of months?
Yeah. So I got a new track with Raekwon dropping in a few weeks. Hopefully that'll, you know, hit the big blogs, and you guys can
Sure, we'll
throw it up
definitely
there.
support.
I was just bumping in the whip over here. It's a banger. I got.
Might have to get a preview of that
Yeah,
after this interview. You know?
I got you.
That first listen.
Yeah, I got another track with a member of Slaughterhouse. Not exactly gonna say who yet, but that's another banger coming. Yeah, just, you know, I've just been really on my grind and not really taking any days off. Like, I dropped this album and I'm right back to the drawing board for the next one. Just continue networking and stuff. So yeah, I got a new video dropping for Smooth Operator off Supra Laude, number 9. Shooting that today, actually, around Boston. And then yeah, I got a couple new tracks with some bigger names dropping next, and then, you know, just continuing to work on my new project. And you know, I got shows in New York. I just did a show at Santos Party House out there. Had the release party in Middle East, so hopefully we'll be back soon and just keep grinding, man.
All right, sounds good. You know, I'm definitely here to support.
Appreciate
So,
it.
you know, keep me posted, and you know, I'll get the music out there and everything else.
Definitely.
Grab his new album.
Yes, sir.
Find him. Where can they find you
You
at?
can find me at www.suprahiphop.com. you can go there and, you know, get to all my other various sites from there. I got my own Pandora station. You know, I got
Very business minded.
yeah, man. Facebook, Twitter, at Supra Hip Hop, Instagram. I'm not great with the whole social media shit, but I'm learning, doing better. So yeah, hit me up on there. I'm on SoundCloud too. All my new shit's up there. But
We got you covered with all the links. We'll put all the links
alright,
in the
cool.
bottom
Yeah,
of YouTube.
SupraHipHop.com. Go check that out. Man.
Sure. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
No doubt. Thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
Lindsay Gamble, Supra, HITP Music, and Mass Apparel as always.
Yes, sir.